Hey everyone, welcome back to another MG Lifestyle Solutions lifestyle review video, and today we're going to be talking about a postural product that's out on the market. It's been out for a while, and I'm going to be taking a look at, I think, one of the earlier models of this. I believe there is a latest version of this that's a little different, but overall I think functionality and purpose is obviously the same. So we're looking at the upright. Okay, so I think this one, this has Upright Technologies 2014 copyrighted. So I don't know if this dates way back to that. This is one of my patients. I'm borrowing this to do this video and kind of get it working for her. It's something that she's had for a bit that she could never really apply it, so I figured, hey, let me check it out, see if I can get it working, and in the meantime, kind of see how it works to do a little review and explain it to others as well as her. All right, so it comes in a pretty nice box. I already have it opened, so here is what it looks like. Okay, so this is the sensor, and this is designed to basically teach you to have better posture. And then also it allows you to track your posture throughout the day. Okay, so I've applied it, I wore it for a few days doing different things, and I plan to share you what I thought and how it worked. So in the box, what do you get? You get a charging station for this that it just sits on and it charges pretty quickly, USB, and then you get bunch of these little adhesive Velcro-y things that you need to use, or at least this is one of the options that you have to attach this onto your back to allow it to censor your position. And then it also comes with some instructions and things like that, but pretty much this is all you need to get it going. And then there's an app that you're going to have to download on your phone. So each time you want to apply this, you take one of these Velcro thingies, peel it off, and what I found works best is I just go ahead and once I have it turned on, I can just go ahead and kind of stick it on right in the middle. Okay, I try not to really get too much of my finger oils on that stickiness, and then I can reach roughly kind of between my shoulder blades, and on either end of it I push down, and there it is. Okay, surprisingly it holds on very well. So I even wore it while training some clients. I was moving, bending, picking up weights. I wasn't working out, I wasn't sweating, anything like that, but I was moving in all types of positions beyond just sitting at a desk, and it held on. I've heard that there's some people have lost it because it just falls off during the day. For the most part you can feel when it's on, but after a few hours of having it on, I really kind of forgot it was there, and I almost had to make sure that it didn't fall off with a quick little check there. But as long as you don't mishandle and you're not reusing the adhesive, I think it should stay on pretty well. They also have a necklace attachment where you wear a necklace and it kind of just like that sensor attaches onto that necklace, and you just drape it over and it kind of rests on your back versus sticking it on. So I think that's a good option. I think it's safer probably, so you're not going to lose it for sure. And then what if you can't reach? What if you don't have this flexibility? Then you either have to ask someone to put it on for you, or you can't really use it. That being said, could you apply it on your chest? Yeah, I guess you could. I haven't really thought of that. Do you want to wear something right there? I don't know. I don't think it's that comfortable. Will it be noticeable? I don't think so. I don't think it'd be any more noticeable than what it looks like on your back, and that's very minimal, by the way. I'll show you some examples, but if you have a regular kind of loose-fitting t-shirt And if someone's looking for it, you can definitely kind of see something's there. But if you're just walking by and you have no clue, you're not looking for it, no one's gonna see it. Okay, so now that I have the upright on my back and I got the app going, okay, so what you gotta do is when you start it, you want to get yourself in an upright posture to basically calibrate it, okay? So I'm gonna hit start and it's setting my posture. So something to take away from this is you need to know what good posture is and make sure that you're starting in a good posture so that it has a baseline to go off of. If you're not sure what good posture is, make sure you find out from a healthcare professional, physical therapist, most likely, okay? So now that I have it going, basically so right now it's in training mode and it was set for 9 minutes. Okay, so I want to be in good posture, and I don't know if you can see it, right? So hopefully you can see that. When I slouch, and it's buzzing on my back, okay? When I sit up, it gets back in line, and there's obviously a little threshold of wiggle room, so you can move a little bit. You don't have to be still as a statue, okay? And then throughout that time, it's basically seeing, can you maintain that good posture for the 9 minutes? And each day, I think it increases by a minute. I want to say last time I did it, it was only 8 minutes. And then once you're done, you're done with the training aspect of the day, and you can switch it back to tracking. So all you have to do is a simple button. It gives you a little buzz, tells you that it changed, and now it's just simply tracking my posture. Okay, so I can sit here, I can be on my computer typing away, yada yada. If I move, I bend to reach things, it's gonna pick it up and it's gonna tell me, how much time out of the day, as long as that tracking mode. Was I slouching? Was I out of that posture that we started with? And I believe also is that that little red circle of kind of wiggle room and that threshold of what good is and what's acceptable or not gets smaller as you're training more and more and more. So it's gonna be harder to stay in that good posture throughout the day, potentially. So, not bad, pretty simple concept, basically using, I think, an accelerometer and Bluetooth to give you some data. And, it gives me data and, how much I've been tracking. So, some objective stuff to look at and compare and track progress, which is always nice. So, however, there are definitely some faults to this system. One being, if you're wearing it in the car, every time you accelerate or brake, it's actually picking that up as you slouching. And again, it's very brief, but just something to be aware of, that if you are just wearing it all day long, that you're going to get some false positives on that slouch position during acceleration and braking. If you're primarily on the highway and there's not much traffic, not a big deal. If there's a lot of traffic, then you're going to actually probably going to accumulate a lot more slouch time than you're really doing, unless you are just slouching while you're driving. That's obviously an option as well. The other thing I didn't like is it's possible to maintain a good posture when you're sitting, but still be kind of in a more forwardly tilted position, but without losing your good posture. Sometimes if I'm on my phone or texting or watching a video, I'll still maintain a good spine position, and then I'll kind of lean forward on my elbows. And for this system, at least this initial version, it doesn't differentiate between the two. Once you set that vertical, it is responding to that change, not necessarily your spinal position, if that makes sense. So that's a little, again, just something to be aware of, that even though your spine position might be ideal or favorable, it still thinks you're slouching, right? So it's not 100% proof. And like I said before, you do have to know what good posture is to utilize this appropriately. If you don't, I don't think it's going to be super useful. And then some of the other aspects of, making sure you're putting it on the appropriate place, it's not falling off, things like that you just have to be aware of when you're using an aid like this. Ultimately, it's just another tool to improve your own awareness. I think, I know what good posture is. Do I always have it? No. But wearing something like this, I was definitely aware, regardless if it was in tracking or training mode, that all right, I'm taking a conscious effort to improve my posture, regardless of what the stats show. I definitely was way more aware of it and finding myself correcting myself throughout the days that I had it on. Okay, so that's great. If that's all it does, and it's possible to improve your posture just by that concept alone. So again, just to clarify that, this review is based off the original Upright Go. There are actually 2 other versions on their website currently. The newest one is, they said, 50% smaller than the one that I'm currently looking at in this video. The new ones are up to 30-hour battery life, 30-day money back guarantee, and a 1-year warranty. And it does say in the description that some of the sensors and things like that are updated. So this review is only as useful as it is for this specific version, I'd say. Maybe I'll try to get my hands on one of the newer ones and see if it's the same or different. The app does look the same, but the device itself definitely looks different. And again, these ones are meant or can come with the necklace, where I don't know if the necklace they have available is compatible with this original product. I'll have to ask my patient about that when she tries it out. But again, this was not a paid partnership or anything like that. I think it's just a cool tool that's out there to adjust posture, something I get asked a lot about, both by friends and family, and obviously patients and clients. So I wanted to give it a shot and help out some people that might have questions out there. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any recommendations for future videos, please drop a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and find me on Instagram at MG Lifestyle Solutions to stay in touch. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.